Hi everyone, Keith Tanner here from Flyin Miata, and I'm going to walk you through how to rehabilitate the top latches for your 1990 through 05 Miata. So these are the parts we'll be using. This is a replacement top lock cap. It's important to make sure you get one for the right year of your car. They are different from 1990 to 02 and from 03 to 05. One has a very flat end on it like this. The other one is a more pointy design. You have to make sure you have the right one. The other part we're using is our Top Latch Rebuild kit. That includes 2 latches, a couple of different set screws, including 2 large and aggressive ones, some replacement E-clips, and an Allen key to help with adjustment. Tools we shall need, very complicated. Needle nose pliers, a small screwdriver, and a small Phillips screwdriver. You can make do with other tools, but these are the ones I'm using. They work pretty nicely. So here's our patient. Step 1 obviously is to take this off the car. That's easy enough. There's 3 Phillips head screws in there. Make sure you use a good sized screwdriver. Don't let it slip and it will come right out. Bring it inside somewhere where you can work comfortably. So the actual latch is held in place by a pin that has an E-clip on it, and there's a spring inside. So what we do is we just pop this clip off, pull the pin out, change the part out, put it all back together again. It's not quite that easy, but we'll try to make it look that easy. So start with a small screwdriver, and the best way to get this out is just put it in one of the holes in the E-clip and try not to launch it across the room. If you do launch it across the room, you're okay because the kit comes with spares, because it happens. This next part I find easiest if you leave the whole mechanism closed. You can simply push out this pin. A little screwdriver comes in handy here. Not super tight, but there's a spring in there. If you leave the latch open, you can launch the spring. I like doing it with it closed because everything stays in place. Now when you open this, it all comes apart. There we go. Now you can see on this one, there's the wear that we're dealing with. This one's not too bad. This wasn't at the point of opening on its own, but it is still worn. And there's also wear here as well. And that's why there's an adjustable set screw on these guys to allow us to overcome this wear that may have happened. So step 1, I like to put in the grub screw, set screw. The easiest way to do that is to stick it on the end of the supplied Allen key. Gives you something to do, and then just spin it in. Make sure you do it straight. There we go. I like to put that in all the way. It'll make your life a little bit easier. The kit also comes with a bigger one that can be used in its place, and that will lock the top really, really strongly. It's good for, say, a hard top, something you don't really intend on taking off again, because it will make it quite a bit more difficult to open and close the top. So that's for hardcore use only. If you're planning on opening and closing the top on a regular basis, you'll want to use a smaller screw. Here's how it's going to go together. I'm going to use a red one so you can see the difference. The spring tucks into this little hollow here, and then the pin goes through the entire mechanism. So that's what we're looking to accomplish inside the housing. I like to put the spring in first. The hooked end of it just goes in this little hole right here. There we go. Put your thumb over the end of that to sort of hold it in place. Then you put the actual latch in. Come on, you. There we go. Put the latch in. Try to get the spring lined up where it's supposed to go. It won't want to. Springs are like that. They can be unruly. Now, an important thing here is that we tuck this in. See how this thing is not sitting all the way into the housing? We need to make sure it goes all the way in, or we'll never get everything lined up. It doesn't work properly that way. So, there we go. Open it a little bit. Now we're inside, and everything's lined up. So start with putting the pin in. It's got to come from this open side. You'll never get it in from this side. Got to come from the open side. Make sure that we're lined up with the actual latch. Where'd you go? This can be a little fiddly. If you have to do it once or twice, that's okay. No one's counting. Yeah, we are perfectly lined up there. So we'll just stick this in part way, get it started. Might be a little bit of fiddling around to get this. You can, if you have access, there we go. If you have access to a small screwdriver, you can sort of stick it in there and keep things aligned. It's a possibility. So we've got it started. Next step is to get this spring in place. And this, again, can be a little unruly. It's probably easiest to do with your needle nose pliers. This one has come out on me. Just going to try to make things difficult for my video. There we go. We're more or less in place. And we will relocate this spring until we can put the pin through the middle of it. There we go. Give it a push. Comes out the other side. And it goes in all the way, and that little groove for the E-clip should be available. Now we'll assume that you did not launch the E-clip across the room. Take the old one, just tuck it in place, and then I just take the needle nose pliers, put it up against the pin and the edge of the E-clip, and just push it in. And there you go. Now we have a redone latch. You can just hear how much more precise that is. And if you need to make it tighter, then you just use this Allen key to tighten that up. If you're using the big, like never let me go screw, you will need to bring your own Allen key. It's a slightly different size. You'll figure that out pretty quickly. So there's the latch. The other side is the top lock cap. This is easy. It's as easy as it looks. There's the screw. Undo the screw. Oops, and this will have to be open. And off it comes. So you can see here, you can see the difference in styles. This one's actually in pretty good shape, but we'll show what it's like to change. This flat one is again 2003 to 05. This pointy one is up to and including 2002. They're not interchangeable. The actual latch is different, so you can't put the newer cap on an old latch. So we'll just, installation is the exact opposite of removal. Just drop the new one in there and put your screw on. Tighten up maybe all the way. There we go. And there we go. Just reattach that on the car and you are now rid of loose, floppy, and rattly top latches. One thing you might want to do once you have this on the car and fully adjusted and you've adjusted this set screw where you like it, is put a little bit of blue Loctite in there. Pull that out, put some blue Loctite in, and lock it into place so it doesn't move around as time goes on, with all the vibration in the car. So that's just sort of final setup, is to lock that in place with Loctite. So there you go, folks. I hope that was useful and you have a rattle-free Miata. If you like what you saw, please give us a thumbs up, give us a like, whatever it is on whatever platform you're watching. Have a look at our YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe to that. You'll find lots of different installation videos on there, all sorts of tech tips for our favorite little sports car. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop something in the comments or email us or give us a call. We'd be happy to help you out. So again, this is Keith Tanner from Flyin Miata. Thank you very much.